empowering your partner. So in today's podcast, Cece and I, we're going to talk about some of the things we do to lift each other up and keep the love going. So stay tuned.
Hey, Blissful friends. Welcome back. Welcome back. I feel like singing, you know? Welcome back to another episode of the Blissology podcast. What are you trying to say, baby? I can't sing. Don't do that. Don't do that. I can sing, okay? I have a beautiful voice. Anyways, welcome back, guys, to our podcast. I'm your host, Cece, and I'm joined by my crazy husband here who think that I don't know how to sing, that I can't sing. What's up? What's going on?
Hey, everybody, this is Will, and welcome back to another episode of the Blissology podcast.
I can't sing.
If this is your first time with us, please remember to subscribe and hit on that notification bell so you can be notified when we put out new videos. And I'm not going to say anything about her not singing.
You better not.
So this is a weekly podcast. And in this podcast, Cece and I, we talk about
love, life, family, relationship.
Yes, that's what we talk about.
You're going to hear me singing, okay? Like, I'm going to purposely doing that so that I can get on your nerve. Just so I can see if you're going to explode on the podcast. Because he gets like that at home. When I get on his nerves, like, babe! He does, guys. He does. But you guys, anyways, enough about me and my singing moment. Before we get into today's topic, we like to go into our blissful moment. Blissful moment for me is that I had a good day yesterday. Okay. The week was really good.
That's good.
Except for Monday and Sunday.
I guess I made it all happen.
You did. Y'all know something about me that I realized that I have to have coffee for me to keep going, for me to be able to work,
someone's got issues,
for me to be able to function, for me to be able to do things. Like, I kid you not, on Sunday, I was supposed to get my prep stuff going. I told my husband, I feel lazy. I don't know if it's like, I'm like, I don't feel energized. I was just tired. And then Sunday happened.
Addicts.
I mean, I didn't realize it until Monday. Okay, mind you.
That you had problems with coffee?
Mind you, we use K-Cups at the house, which is very, very quick and go for me.
Saves me a lot of money.
Quick and go. Like, I do 2 per day. I do. I need coffee in my life, okay? Just like I need Jesus in my life, I need coffee in my life for me to be able to run. I need energy, y'all. Like,
people like this, Starbucks loves them.
Like, it's interesting that some people actually run on sodas like Coke and Pepsi. They gotta have that energy.
The best thing
like
to run on is water.
I don't know about that. Like literally, I didn't realize that we were out on Sunday, and then Monday come. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm tired on Sunday. Let me just relax and lay down or watch some Netflix, whatever's going on, and spend the evening just chill. I was just sleepy. And then Monday come, I'm like, babe, I just don't feel right. I'm going to take the morning off and work in the afternoon. So therefore, I was like,
she may run to the store and get some more coffee. You know, the story of my life.
And then the rest of the week, I was like, yep, that's it. She's back.
You know, it's a real thing, and you know, for a non-coffee drinker, sometimes I don't see the real thing behind it, but I know it's a real thing. When people are hooked on coffee, they need coffee to function. I mean, I don't care. I get some coffee, I'll drink it. I don't. I'm still gonna do everything I do, but I feel for you.
I know. I came from a family who drank coffee, so therefore I have no no excuse not to have it in the morning.
Well, that's the thing. When you let yourself be dependent on these things,
I don't know what you're talking about.
You kind of have to have it.
I gotta have it. But that was my blissful moment. I'm happy. Got my caffeine in my body. Y'all see the energy.
Oh, my blissful moment is that now I no longer hear about, I'm tired. Do we have coffee? The whole day Sunday I heard about it, and all day Monday. That's why I'm like, before I get to the house on Monday, I better walk in the house with the coffee, which I did. And I got my peace back. So that's it. That's my blissful moment. Now I'm peaceful. Our girls is like sticking something under the door. I think we're being given a message. I don't know what the message says.
It says, "Mommy,
she's been harassing
your password."
Okay, that's too bad.
You carry on. You carry on, sir.
Anyway, so while she gets the password on, let me just say, this is the story of our lives. I have the little one. She somehow Target sent this holiday catalog that has stuff, and I think they purposely sent it to people that has kids that age, and they have all of these toys and all of these, and they're expensive too. The little one saw this Barbie doll house for the last month and a half. She's been harassing me about getting that doll house. The thing is about $200. Now, this will be the most expensive toy I've ever bought. Well, they made me buy a game. Yeah, let me take this back. But this is expensive. That's the point I'm making. It's and I don't know how big the thing is based on the picture, but I gotta go to a Target store and take a look to see what it looks like before I even consider buying it. Because right now, she doesn't know. I told her I'll surprise her, but I haven't committed to buying it or not buying it. Mm-hmm. But I hear about it every day. In fact, I thought that's what she was. That's what she was slipping under the door to let me know she sees one. Because if she sees one online, she'll come and let me know. She kept going on our Amazon cart and keep adding the thing. That's how persistent she is. She's like her mother. Anyway, so I guess she resolved the password issue. She's back. So let's get into the topic of the day, which is empowering your partner.
Empowering your partner. Listen, I came across this article online by Tony Robbins, and I was actually inspired by this article. Okay? Because my husband and I, we have so much going on. And I feel like when you're empowering your significant other, it motivates the heck out of you. For real. Like when I do my thing, it motivates him. When he does his thing, he motivates me. We empower each other.
Yeah. And our relationship determines the trajectory of our lives. Mm-hmm. If you're with someone who sees the best in you and constantly pushing you to do better, you will do better. If you're with someone who constantly beating you down and making you feel less of a person, you will be less of a person. Right. So the person we choose to be with now, it's not because we lack something, but
sense of self.
Yes. It's not because we lack this, but our relationship completes us. Mm-hmm. It allows us to be the best version of ourselves if you're with the right person.
Yes.
So empowering your spouse, empowering a partner, allows you to push them to be the best they can be.
Yeah, like I said, it adds a fire into our success. Imagine you have two driven people. Right?
They'll drive other people mad.
Like, listen, seriously. And I feel like we're almost there. We're very driven. Comes to find out that we very much about our business. Capricorn freak, which means we all about our business and our money. Trust me, this is what we do. We add fuel to each other's success.
Yes, and this is where the understanding is important between your partner, because if she has something that she's working on, I'm there with her. Mm-hmm. Like on one of my videos for my business, we talked about how for one of her business, if we work with local churches where we go and do free seminars.
Workshops.
Guess who's there with her?
My husband.
It's me. Hey, listen, if she's into something, I'm into it, because at the end of the day, her success is my success.
That's right.
When I slack on things, she's there help me get it back up. So we
Sorry. I was thinking your money is my money, my money is my money.
That's actually the thing, you know? Her money is her money, my money is her money. But hey, listen, I benefit from it. You know, maybe not directly. I can't just go and buy the toys I want, but I still get some stuff from it.
You do.
But at the end of the day, you know, being in the right relationship, putting your partner in a position to be the best version of themselves helps the relationship as a whole. So, and this is where empowering a partner to be the best they could, and help them get better at everything they are in.
Yes. And if I may say, I don't think I would be where I am today if it wasn't like the push, the help, the motivations. Like, you know, when we talk about these things, and you got to have a partner who keep adding, I'm going to say it, fuel to your fire, who motivates you. Because I was a shy girl, okay? I would go back 2019. I was this girl who would not talk to people, shy, very introvert. Right, babe? And because of my husband who pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I was like, okay, I got to push myself out of my comfort zone. So therefore, and I feel the same way for you too, babe. I think there's a lot of things that you do now. It's because we talk, we do things together, and we push each other out of our comfort zone. So
talking about her being an introvert. Now in her business, she's actually clocking about 100 calls a day.
Yeah. Yeah. 100 calls a day.
You know, I've come across people that says, man, that's too many calls. You know, no. She's on an automated dialer. You know, she's just talking to strangers, people she's never met.
Yeah, like I had an open house. I mean, I had a listing where...
Yeah, she just came from a meeting earlier with some guy she's never met. She just went into her thing. So, and this is where...
What do I say?
This is where when you find ways to support your partner and help them see that they have it in them,
right,
and allow them to be themselves, not try to impose your thing on them. See it in them and allow them to be themselves, but keep giving them that nudge.
Yes,
you know.
Yes.
So but here's a few things that you could do to help your partner.
Tell the people, baby.
So, emotional memories, use those constructively. That's one thing. Because when you're with someone, there's a lot of things you've done that are great stuff. And when you hit a rough patch, pull those things back from memory.
Yes.
Think of how good you felt, and use these things.
Yes.
To help your partner see how good you can be together, how good they can be. Because we all can look back in our spouse and look back on our experience and something your spouse did so well. Keep that in the back of your memory. And bring these things in moments where they need you to lift their spirits up.
Because they need it.
Yes. So use that emotional memory. Because, you know, in many relationships, it's very easy to remember the wrong thing the person did. You know?
Okay. Listen. Remember when you did this?
Yeah, the wrong thing's usually the first one to come. No, think of the opposite.
Guilty. Sometimes.
Think of the good things, the things that worked, the moment that you were vibing.
Yes.
And if this person needs that to help boost them up, to help them realize that, you know what, I'm better than what happened. Especially, you know, we all have gotten into moments where maybe we did something that made us, you know, we get filled with disappointment. We're down.
Right.
That's where your partner's role come into play. Help me see how good that I can be, how good that I have done it in the past. And believe me, hearing that from your partner, listen, you could have been having a bad day. But hearing that from your partner, the person you care for, the person who you know who cares about you, it'll snap you out of that moment in a heartbeat. So use those emotional memories to help them be the force that helps you help your partner.
Yes, so true.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Preach, baby, preach. You know, you a man of wisdom. Go ahead, honey. Share it with the people.
Positive emotions, not just speaking. I'm talking about positive emotions. Magnify those. If there's something positive going in your life, at any moment in your relationship, blow it up and share the joy. You know what? My partner just did something, early after Cece got off that listing. I told her how proud I was, and I can hear her smiling in the back.
You did.
And it's okay to share with your partner how proud. I know some men, sometimes we have egos and we felt we should be. No, if you're proud of your partner, let them know that you are, and make it a big deal. One thing that I missed until this day, I still think about it. I remember when Sissy passed the real estate exam, she was excited, and for some reason, I didn't share in the excitement. Now, I'm usually the type of guy that don't just go wow, wow, wow. No, I say, yeah, good, that's good. But it would have been a good thing to really blow this up. Actually, I didn't even share it on social media. That's how bad I was, and she'll probably make me pay for it later, but I'm admitting that that I didn't blow it up enough, so I guess she'll forgive me. But yeah, but moments like this, if you can blow up something your partner does, take the opportunity to do so. Now, some people would think that you're just bragging. No, you're just supporting your partner, and if it's a good thing, it's okay to blow it. Blow it as loud or as big as you can. That's your partner. Believe me, they'll feel you. Yeah. I get embarrassed, but Cece's not the type to get embarrassed and blowing things up. She'll actually appreciate it.
I sure do. I do appreciate it. I'm one of those people that, hey, make me feel like,
So don't be like me. There's little moments. It may seem little in your mind, but if it's something big for your partner, blow it. Even if they didn't want you to blow it. And listen, you're entitled to be able to blow what your partner does.
Well, yes, that. And I think sometimes the thing about you is like it's not a big deal.
See, I'm not.
You're like, okay, you got your master's or you got so many degrees, and you're like, it's not a big deal. We don't have to do anything. But to me, it is a big deal. It's a big step. It's a major success. Somebody out there is 50 or in their 20s or in 30s don't have degree and all that. When you accomplish 4 years or 6 years of college or take a state board exam that, a lot of people fail so many times, it is a big deal.
Yeah. So don't miss out on the opportunity to blow stuff up for your partner and be your partner's number one fan. That's something you got to force yourself to be their number one fan. Because, sometimes there's something good that may happen to your partner. If you're not the one giving the support, sometimes jealousy from other people around, they may not ever hear that it's a good thing if it's not coming from you. So be the one that says, you know what? Great, baby. You've done a great job. I'm proud of you. Just, I always knew you could do it. And now that you did, let's go celebrate. Be the number one fan. Because sometimes that may be the only compliment they get is the one that's coming from you.
And I think sometimes it's just what we need to hear, especially us ladies, right? Mm-hmm. We just want to hear from our spouse how, we are your number one fan, how great you're doing. Not that we don't know. We know we're doing great. We like killing it, But hearing it from our man or a spouse or whatever, it's actually great. It helps you. It boosts you up a little bit.
It does.
I mean, not everyone will say I need this like self-esteem or I need his approval or anything like that. It's not approval. To me, I feel like it's something that he acknowledged and he mentioned it. So therefore, and one thing I always tell my husband, I am his number one cheerleader. I know he has my girls, but I'm his number one. I always told him that. I know you have your mom, your sister, but I'm your number one. Yes, the side chicks, whoever, how many you have. But I'm always going to tell him, hey, babe, it could be something so minor to just how I am. It could be something so minor. I'm like, babe, I'm so proud of you. You pull this through and you got it done and you stay up all night. I'm making sure that he knows that I see these things. Yeah. And a lot of time it's good to share these things with your partner because you don't want to just let him do all this or her, not even acknowledge that, hey, I see you spend the whole day folding clothes or do laundry or whatever. I'm gonna give you a foot massage tonight, or
So see, she has to slip in this in. She's like slipping it in. I'm gonna take this opportunity to put it in that. My hand hurts sometimes, but she's slipping it in. But yeah, it's I gotta give it to Cece. She pays attention to the small things.
I do.
And that's something I'm learning.
You are.
I'm usually that doesn't make a big deal of small things.
Yep.
But I'm learning that it's important to do so, because every little wins you get to have in your relationship, make it a big deal. Why not?
It is a big deal.
Because it boosts everyone's confidence. And the biggest win when it comes to boosting your partner up, it makes you feel good as well.
It does.
When I give her a compliment, I realize that I get that compliment back.
Okay.
Yes. but it does. When your partner's doing well, I feel like I'm doing well.
Right.
Listen, I'm not a realtor. I'm not in real estate. I've never sold a home, but I know everything about it because we do it together.
Right. Yes, we do. We had so many
even
talks
rubbing on the kids as well. And this is where being in it with your partner it's important, because yes, I don't hold a license.
Yes, because we talk about these things almost every day. Now, earlier, the girls were like, my husband asked the questions about things to sell. What do you need? And the girls saw like saying a few things about real estate. I'm like, look at God. Yeah. We are raising little, investors, realtors, like whatever that we are pouring into, whatever that we are getting, we pour it into the girls. And you earlier, we had this talk about, all about real estate driving from the office. And I'm like, babe.
and that's the thing.
You don't even need to take your exam if you are ever thinking about.
Yeah. And I'm only as deep as I am in this is because I take a true and genuine interest in what she does.
Mm-hmm. You do.
When she succeed, I succeed. So,
you're right.
So and be willing to do more than what you think is possible.
Yes.
I've learned. I'll get up and do house chores even if I'm not being asked, or she'll ask me and I won't give her a pushback. Actually, she tend to ask me to do the hard stuff.
Which is what? Cooking? No, because I do the cooking. That's the hard stuff.
Listen,
and it's not light food.
Listen, I'm using this as an example, but be willing to do more than you think is possible.
Right.
Right? Go the extra mile. If your spouse or your partner asks you to do this, and when you see that needs to be done as well, don't wait for them to ask you to do it. Just do it. Because at the end of the day, it still benefits all of you, and this person will see how much you care.
Yes.
So be willing to do more and more.
Yes.
And believe me, it'll get noticed, because when you do more, your partner realizes it. And hopefully they're not like me who would miss the little things, because it's important to pay attention to them.
It is important to pay attention, especially if it matters to your partner, right? Like when you pay attention to these little small things. Little things matter to me.
Oh, yeah.
And especially if it matters to your partner. So yes, for sure.
Yeah, and talking about little things, your partner's needs can seem little, but make sure you understand what they are. Mm-hmm. She likes surprises.
I do.
Although I haven't done one in the last month or so.
Last 10 years.
No, come on, I'm not that bad.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm not that bad. But
you are not.
But yeah, she likes little surprises, here and there. I'll grab them. No, and listen, I've been getting you a happy drink for you without you asking. You like that stuff. So yes.
Let me think. When was the last time you got me one?
Oh yeah, she's out right now. I gotta get another one. But little things that your partner likes, get it for them.
Yeah.
Like for instance, there's certain things I know that she doesn't like to do, and I can do them. I do them.
Yeah.
Right. So understand what your partner's needs are. That could be physical. That could be emotional. That could be psychological. It could be financial. But know what those needs are. Like many ladies, she wants to make sure she has some time for herself. And sometimes she wants to go out and get her nails done and not have to worry about the kids. In that case, I make sure that I'm there to hang out with the kids while she goes and take her time for herself.
True.
And those things are important. And no, there's not the time that you start saying, why can't you do this? No, if you know that thing's important to your partner to do, let them do it. Be there to provide them the support they need.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you understand my needs?
I do. What are your needs, baby?
I don't even know what they are.
I know what your needs are. You know, I know what your needs are. Yes.
You know my needs are? Okay.
I do. Even though you don't know, I do know what they are.
Well, here's the thing. I have never found myself in a place where there's something I need and it's not there. So I guess she knows what my needs are.
I do.
Yeah.
That's
But you know what? Another thing that's important, go through the fire together. Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who started the fire. Just go through it together. If you're going to get burned together.
Get burned together. Because someday we'll be getting burned like together.
Relationship can be tough.
Yes.
Craziness can happen.
Stressful times. Oh my God.
Can happen.
Yes.
And when that happens, this is not when I decide to take a week off and be gone with my buddies and let you deal with it. No. This is when we need to sit down and figure it out together.
Yes, I agree. I feel like when stress happens, you have two choices. It's either we sit together and grow in it, or let me be all stressed out. And then you're like, all right, you all this, you got it? I'm out. It doesn't work like that. I mean, I think it's good to seize the opportunity for us to grow together. Yeah. Like, instead of allowing me to just sit there and be all stressful about it. So that's what we got to go through the fire together.
This is where, what's the point of being in a relationship if one of us is going through a tough time, the other one's not there to support?
Right.
That's the point of being together. To be the shoulder for the other one to lean on.
So they call it together.
So be in the fire together.
Not one together.
Be in, go through the fires together, because fires will happen. You'll run into all type of craziness in your relationship. And at moments like this is where you can step in and you do your best. If you need to convince your partner to seek professional help, let's do that. Because at the end of the day, the end game needs to be, let's see what we need to do together to pull through this. Right. And that will make you even better. There may even be some rewards at the end. Who knows?
Yeah. So, agree.
When you go to tough times, be there, especially the tough times, because that's one thing that can break a relationship.
That is so true.
Yeah.
And I truly feel like I think sometimes it's good to know, is your partner really there for you? Like, it's just sometimes where you get like all this mixed signal or mixed ideas, mixed emotions. All right, I'm going through this, and you see I'm going through this, but yet you're not there with me in this. So it's good to really have these type of moments where you really need to know whether this partner is physically there for you. Pretty much, yeah.
After you go through moments like this, if the partner is not there, this is when you need to think, is this really the right relationship for me?
Exactly.
Now, sometimes it could be a misunderstanding. There may be things that's going up. Now, this is where you need to be very open, because some of us could be suffering in silence. And if you choose to suffer in silence, you can't expect your partner to be there for you, because they won't know.
Right.
Now, some may be mind readers. They can tell what's happening on the inside.
I think you know when I am, but something's wrong with me.
Yeah, but you change. You're just not normal. I can tell that there's something not normal with this woman when it happens.
I'm like really
But there are people that are good at putting up a front. Now, if you're in a relationship, you need to be able to be open.
Right.
Which means if something's going on, you got to know the best way to resolve it is not to hide it. Just come out in the open. I hate your guts. You need to change. Put it out there, because at the end, that's the only way you'll be able to find a solution. Yeah, well, don't fight. Someone could be potentially taken to jail, so no physical. But if there's some issues, whether it's with the partner, whether it's with the maybe with your property, your children, your parents, whomever, or whatever the problem may be with, put it out in the open, because that's the only way you'll be able to find a solution for that together.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and another thing I want to add, celebrate and reward each other. So
Celebrate.
okay, she said she was going to sing. Now she is singing.
The song just popped in my head. The song.
Celebrate and reward each other. You know, all of us, you know, I have yet to run into a couple that had a honeymoon that is not memorable, because that's usually, besides the wedding day, the honeymoon is usually the second most memorable.
Of course.
Of
if you have
their relationship. Now, you got to keep that going. Now, you know, keep that same feeling. Do your best at least.
It's going to be hard after 10 years.
Feeling that you had at your honeymoon. Or at least be able to pull the memory from the honeymoon to help you. And celebrate just as if you said. Now, celebration can take a different forms. You don't have to go to another honeymoon to celebrate your partner. But you can go out into a fancy restaurant, or maybe go for a walk at a park or a beach.
What do I like, baby?
She likes seafood, so find a seafood place.
What do I like going outdoor?
She likes beaches and stuff, although she will not get in the water, but she likes to go and walk out.
I want to get in the
walk
water.
in the sand.
Yes.
So do these little things. Helps, especially if there's a reason to celebrate. Maybe it's an anniversary. Maybe it's a milestone they've reached in their career. Maybe they did a good, whatever they did, your partner did. If you can turn it into some kind of celebration to do something, do it.
Yeah.
Because the celebration, the feeling from the celebration itself will be the rewards.
Yeah.
Because many of us, sometimes there are people that you're in a relationship with. They want a lot of material stuff. If that's your relationship, then make sure you have enough money to get material stuff, right? But a lot of the times you find in many relationships, and I can speak for ours, it's the companionship, the little things we do together. That's the reward that we get, because we need to be able to disconnect from it all. And I'll tell you, if we go do something away from this office here, or from the computer desk, or from the things we normally do every day, that in itself is a reward, because it allows us to detach from the craziness that we have in our lives.
Yeah, pretty much. Right? Yes.
Yeah, so do these things. And I mentioned, think of the honeymoon, because when you went on your honeymoon, you didn't think about anything. You could have had the worst previous week at your job, but you're on your honeymoon. Who cares about what happened? So when you go to this little celebration, get into that same mindset. Yeah,
or your first date if you want to go way back.
Some first date was rocky.
Oh boy.
Nervous,
okay.
Unusual. No, I do not want to think of my first date. No, well, actually, my first date was smooth.
Okay, that's good to know. Because mine wasn't smooth.
My first date was smooth. I'm going to record.
I was nervous. Okay, let's just put it that way. I was like, who's this guy?
So celebrate, but at the same time, adapt.
What is he? What?
Adapt and improve. And here's what I mean by that. The CeCe that I met, how long ago?
2005.
I can't calculate now, but I met her years ago. And the CeCe that I met then is not the CeCe who's here today. And the Will that she met then is not the same Will I see today. And we all will change.
Of course.
Our views, our looks. I think I look better now, but our views, our looks.
Okay.
And all the things about us.
That's right.
Change. Now, this is when you need to adapt. Because many people would say, man, this is not how you used to be. No, you're right. That's not how we used to be, because I have changed. No,
things change.
The change needs to be a good change. If you used to be a sweet person, now you are, I don't know, someone who's not sweet.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You're more direct.
Or you become someone who's abusive. That's more like it. Then that's not a good change. But if it's just we're changing character, we're changing the way we view things,
we're
maybe
growing.
we become more mature.
There you go.
It's okay. Adapt to that, because change is expected to happen. Eventually, if I'm lucky, I may be on a cane when I'm in my 80s. And the things that I used to do, I can't do them the way that I used to anymore.
Okay.
And that's okay. And this is where adapting and also improving. And improvement may not be physical. It may be in the way we do things. It may be in the way we view things. It may be in the way we run our relationship. Mm-hmm. Always looking for ways for it to be better. So in that sense, improve. So adapt, accept the changes, and then keep looking for ways to be better.
That's right.
Yeah, so she let me preach today.
I let you preach. I feel like this is your topic. You know, I'm gonna let you hold on. I'm gonna let you have it. This is your topic. So you did it all yourself.
So let me
I
say
just happened to see a few words.
Let me say this. I'm a big fan.
My husband is a great talker. Y'all know that.
You know, I value relationship a whole lot because I think
Yes, you do.
That's the only way as human being we can be better. Because when we get with someone, and not just, you know, marital relationship, I think we have relationship not just within our homes, but the people we work with, the people we interact with. Mm-hmm. We can get better by nurturing the relationship we have. So yes, I'm a big relationship supporter. So yes, that's why I'm so passionate about this. But you know what? I think I've talked enough today. So let me say this. Look at your relationship and look at how you're supporting and empowering your partner. If you can pick up on some of the things that we talked about, if you're not doing them, maybe you can incorporate them in what you do. If you're already doing them, more power to you. Because at the end of the day, your partner, that's who you're going to be riding with probably until you die.
Of course.
Or if you end up making some changes, it's up to you. But if you decided to be with this person, remember, the goal is to make a life together and do whatever you can to make life the best, to make that life, do whatever you can to make that life the best life that it can be for both you, your partner, and if you have children, for your children. Be an example for others because a lot of people are looking up to you, to us, to be the best that we can be. And that's my intentions, and that's her intentions. On that note, I'm going to thank all of you guys for listening to our podcast today.
To your podcast today because you fired up, baby.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys listening to us, especially on this interesting topic that really gets me fired up and pumped up. We thank you. Please remember to share this video. Please remember to subscribe. This is your first time with us. Yes, absolutely subscribe. We appreciate it. And also click on the bell notification so you can be notified when we put out these videos. I don't always talk this much, but today was a special one. And
he's fired up.
That I shared quite a bit. So thank you very much for listening. Please remember to like.
Please
remember to leave comments.
Until the end of the podcast because he shared great nuggets here, okay?
I'm ending the podcast right now. But anyway, we really, 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 really appreciate all of you guys who's been supporting the channel. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you very much. Cece appreciates you. And she likes the comments. I know she reads all of them. She's still trying to get to all of you guys. So please be patient with her. She's got a lot going on her plate. But again, thank you very much. Thank you. And we'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.